Here are the starting lineup. First for the visiting Augustana College Vikings. Number 13, a 5'3" sophomore from Moline, Illinois, Cadence Tatum. A 5'8" sophomore from Beaverton, Oregon, number 20, Carly Stone. A 6'3" sophomore from St. Charles, Illinois, number 21, Callie Papez. Number 23, a 6' even senior from Bettendorf, Iowa, Macy Beinborn. And number 32, a 5'11" senior from Davenport, Iowa, Corey Whitlock. The Vikings are coached by Mark Beinborn. Here are the starters for your Wheaton College Thunder. A 5'8" senior from Victoria, Minnesota, number 4, Lily Schwen. Number 5, a 5'4" sophomore from Lone Tree, Colorado, Alyssa Faborowski. A 5'6" senior from Holt, Michigan, number 10, Anna Mooney. Number 32, a 5'11" freshman from Peatone, Illinois, Jenna Hunter. And number 33, a 5'10" senior from Elburn, Illinois, Annie Tate. Wheaton is coached by Kent Madsen, assisted by Joanna Gakowski and Laura Egan. Our officials tonight, Anne-Marie Keller, Alicia Shivers, and Johnny Jackson.
Welcome all to King Arena here tonight for a wonderful CCIW matchup between your Wheaton College Thunder and the Augustana College Vikings. I'm Jacob Fatma, along here with Xavier Jones. And Xavier, both teams on very opposite trends. Wheaton losing their last two and Augustana winning their last two, including a match just a week ago away in Rock Island between these two teams. What are you looking for tonight? What are the keys to this game for this Wheaton team?
Well, rebounding is going to be a key for them. 3 players above 6 foot for the Vikings. They're going to have to be able to box out and limit second chance opportunities, and they're going to have to really lean on their younger players. 2 starters out in Annika Richardson and Caroline Sickink, so they're going to be looking for some people on the bench to be able to step up and make some more plays.
And to know, as we do go right to the basket for Augustana, and that will be, I believe, Macy Beinborn. She is the one to watch tonight for this Augustana team. The key for this game for Wheaton will be slowing her down and going through their star in Annie Tate. As Schwinn now getting it up on the top side. Annie Tate from 3 and fouled. Straight to the line. A quick start to this one. As Annie Tate, who's been electric from the line this year, just heading straight back to the stripe.
Yeah, Augie in that kind of a 3-2 zone type of look. They were able to work it around the horn. Annie Tate with a good attempt there, and she was fouled on the way down.
Annie Tate, an 84% free throw shooter this year. And I believe it was against their game against Elmhurst, making 28 of them in a NCAA all-time record in a game. So if she can get that many times, or if she can go to the line that many times tonight, a beautiful, beautiful run for the Thunder tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been stellar her entire career here, actually. An All-American a few years ago. Has had a terrific season after a season-ending injury last year. She's been terrific. She's been the lifeline for this team coming into tonight. 334 points scored, 18 per game. And she's been lights out.
As all 3 go down from the charity stripe. Ball going straight into the middle, using that size advantage. Beinborn on the outside to the right wing, trying to get in, forcing into Papes. And it's going to be a turnover, backcourt violation as the errant pass from Carly Papes in the box.
Yeah, just a really good defensive possession there. They were trying to get it down low to number 21, Papes, but Wheaton denying it, not letting it be an easy entry, and then on the pass out, just great pressure there from Wheaton.
Faborowski driving to the lane and missing. Annie Tate unable to get the rebound. It will be taken by Corey Whitlock as the Vikings head straight down to the other end. Beinborn moving over to Tatum. Tatum's pass errant and intercepted by Feborowski. Schwinn and Feborowski and a travel, unable to get it out quick enough. Feborowski with the turnover on a brilliant 2-on-1 fast break. Just unfortunate to not be able to make that steal count.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even though you're not able to get that one to get some points up, as there's a three-point opportunity there, rolls out.
And that's going to be Whitlock going straight to the paint and throwing that ball straight back up. Beautiful rebound.
Yeah, rebounding obviously going to be a point of emphasis for both of these clubs. Augie wants to use it to their advantage. Wheaton trying to slow the Vikings down.
Wheaton escaping the press, but still turning it over in their own zone. Fast break now and fouled by Anna Mooney. As that will be Cadence Tatum heading to the line, trying to go coast to coast on that play.
Yeah, Cadence Tatum pushing the break. We've seen it from both of these teams. We saw it on the turnover a few possessions ago from Wheaton. Both of these teams want to get out in transition and use their legs to get easy points. That time, Cadence was able to use her speed to get to the cup and draw a foul.
And if you're Wheaton, you want to keep this ball running. Your size is just not going to be able to compete tonight, so you have to stay ahead of their defenders. As an offensive rebound on the free throw miss. That's going to be Beinborn on the outside and a travel. Just moving a little too quickly on that one. Unable to get the ball down as we will get a throw-in coming from Lily Schwinn in the backcourt into Feborowski. Anna Mooney trying to break the press. Just slowly moving forward, and now Wheaton getting past the half-court line. Schwinn at the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Jenna Hunter trying to find a pass. Kicking it now to the left side. Lily Schwinn once again. Tate heading straight in towards the box. Pick out to Mooney and three-point shot just going off the back iron. Rebound by Tate and back up.
Yeah, it looked like Wheaton was kind of struggling against that zone. Augustana, knowing that Wheaton is kind of susceptible to turning the ball over to pressure, but they were able to get a good shot and then a good rebound after to get 2 more points.
Quick three from Carly Stone, missed. Rebound, offensive rebound going to Beinborn, and Macy Beinborn getting the and one.
Yeah, that's a tough move when you're driving in and drawing the contact, falling away. That's not an easy shot. She was able to make it look easy there and converts on the three-point play.
And those little extra points are going to be all the difference in this game. And if Wheaton can keep it close, especially early in the second half, which seemed to be their problem a week ago, with Wheaton only scoring 20 points in that second half, we should be in for a very good contest. As quick turnover, Cadence Tatum right to the rack.
Yeah, and that's what Augustana is going to be anticipating those passes across the key, those long stretch passes, those long skip passes, and then getting into passing lanes, picking those off, and then getting into transition.
As it's going straight to the right wing, Feborowski just long on the shot. Back out to Schwinn. Schwinn mid-range shot. Up and off the rim. Oh, beautiful steal off the rebound. Jenna Hunter putting it right back up. And it's going to be given as a charge. Unfortunate offensive turnover and foul by Jenna Hunter. A beautiful play to get the opportunity once again. Just a really, really unfortunate call.
Yeah, I mean, that was a brilliant play to back tap after the rebound. Usually, after a team gets a rebound, you just kind of get back on defense, especially if you're a big man. But she was able to track that one down, and just a beautiful move. But Cadence was there right on top of the forbidden arc, we call it, where you can't take a charge. She was right in front of that. Great play by her to get in position and get her feet set to take the charge.
Mid-range jumper from Corey Whitlock. I'm not quite sure what the call is. It looks like a foul on a shot, and will be going to the line once again.
Yeah, you see there on the replay there.
It's foul on the rebound on Carly Papes in the box. As
Yeah,
ball kicked out.
Callie Papes was underneath Rachel at that point, and you have to be able to get great positioning when you want to box out. And the closer you are to the rim in comparison to your man, that's going to put you in better shape.
And Tatum using the power of that face mask, going straight to the rack once again. And Augustana looking to get a jailbreak in this one, trying to get a big lead early as Anna Mooney will be going across the midcourt line. Ball back out to Kate Oliver. Oliver to Feborowski. Feborowski for three, left a little open, and it goes. A beautiful heart-stopping play to stop the scoreless run as Augustana forcing the issue once again. Carly Stone over to Bindborn on the right side. And steal by Anna Mooney, tipped clear by Annie Tate. Feborowski charging once again. Kate Oliver for three, and going just off, and it will be rebounded going the other way for Augustana. The track meet continues. Bindborn under the rim, straight up, and it will be rebounded by Annie Tate. And it will be Feborowski looking to slow this one down a little bit as she hits it straight up to the right wing. Feborowski on the top of the key, driving in, kick out to Rachel Brady. Mooney, Tate at the top of the key, trying to make it happen in the middle, straight to the basket, shot and off the front iron. And it will be Augustana heading back once again as we get our first real breath in play over the last minute.
Yeah, it's been very, very high paced, getting up and down the floor. Mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. These ladies want to get out and run. They want to shoot. They want to get fast break layups, and they want to speed the other team up, force turnovers, and get out on the break.
Kick out to Rachel Brady and in. Beautiful play by Feborowski.
Yeah, over the past few possessions, Feborowski has been making an impact on the offensive end. Knocked down the three to start to get Wheaton back on the offensive scoreboard, but also some great passing. She was able to cut through the lane there and get it to Rachel so that she could knock down the jumper.
As another layup going in for Augustana, and that, like you said, Feborowski making impact, and especially when you have a guard that's as pivotal as Caroline Sickink being out, you need players like Feborowski to step up and fill in that guard role. As Annie Tate now takes it towards the top of the key, straight into the teeth of the defense, and almost gets that one to fall. But Rachel Brady will be called on the over the back. So looks like it will be going Augustana's way once again. And we will get a timeout for Wheaton here. At least I believe it's for Wheaton, not quite sure. Was unable to catch the officials reference, but a great game so far. Wheaton, I'd argue, lucky to only be down 4.
Yeah, they have struggled to shoot from three-point land and outside of the key. When you're playing against a zone, particularly a zone where there's a lot of ladies that are above 6 foot, 6'4", 6'3", you've got to be able to move the ball around the horn and shoot well from the three, kind of bring them out of that zone. And so when you're shooting well from the three, you're moving the ball well, you're getting open shots like we've seen on the past few possessions, you're able to be like, okay, you're able to force the other team to be like, okay, do we need to switch to man? Do we need to switch up our zone look? But you've got to be able to put some sort of pressure on the defense and on this other the Augie coaching staff. And right now they're not shooting well, but they're getting good looks, and that's what you want to see. So they've got to be able to knock down their shots on the defensive end. They've given up way too many dribble drives. You've seen plenty of it from Cadence Tatum, and you've seen a few from Macy Bindborn. If you're Wheaton, you want to make them stay out of the paint and limit those dribble drives to the paint.
For those of you just joining us here at King Arena, I'm Jacob Fatma, along here with Xavier Jones to watch this CCIW contest between the Wheaton College Thunder and the Augustana College Vikings. So far, the names have been as expected. Macy Bindborn and Annie Tate, two of the big figureheads in this game, but Carly Tatum making a huge impact along with Alyssa Feborowski for the Thunder, just in order to keep this game level and keep it close. As Wheaton now looking to force the issue once again. Rachel Brady over to Feborowski. Feborowski over to Alexis Martin. Feborowski for three, and in! And we have a one-point contest once again. Feborowski making herself known in this one.
Yeah, when she gets her feet set, it's very, very hard to get her to miss, especially with all that time in that space. She acted like she was going to cut. There was some miscommunication on the Vikings' end and left her wide open at the top of the key. Bang, bang.
Carly Stone trying to get it into the teeth of defense. Linnea Johnson, or correction, Linnea Johansson missing that easy layup. And it's going to be, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, Annika Richardson sending it the other direction. Sorry, correction, Kate Oliver. And Annie Tate into the box, and we'll get a travel on Feborowski once again.
Yeah, trying to get it to Annie Tate. She had her way early on in the first quarter, but now they've started to adjust and slide more defensive attention to her, and she hasn't been on target the past few shots that she's gotten. They're looking to get her heated up.
Johansson over to Berg. Emma Berg on this left wing. Beinborn at the top of the key, has played every minute in this game so far. Carly Stone for three. Rebound offensive by Johansson, and tie up will be going the Wheaton way. And if you're Wheaton, that's almost exactly what you want. Force them to go to ground, bring them to your level, as this throw-in will be taken by Kate Oliver. As once again, Augie bringing the high press. Wheaton breaking towards the other side. Martin over to Tate. Kate Oliver on the top of the key. Rachel Brady for a mid-range shot and in. And Wheaton getting their first lead of the game.
Yeah, that's money. Quick ball movement. I mean, that ball rarely touched the floor, and by the time they put a shot up, Rachel Brady was wide open.
As that's going to be a travel called on Augustana. And this Wheaton team looks like they're starting to heat up here.
Absolutely. They've been able to break the press and not turn the ball over, but get the ball down there with some pace while the Vikings are still trying to adjust and get in their zone and get in their spots to be able to guard people, and that's leaving a lot of spaces open.
And that's been the big improvement, even in any big improvement adjustments within the first quarter for this team, and kept in, or correction, almost kept in by Kate Oliver, just unable to get on it. Great hustle play as we will get a throw-in coming for the Augustana Vikings.
Yeah, Alexis Martin there feeling it with the step back. Couldn't quite get it to go, but that's what you want to see. We got to get shots up, and we got to get shots up now quickly.
Beinborn to the left wing, three-pointer coming from Emma Berg off the front iron, and rebounded by Kay Oliver. Pushing the issue now, Feborowski just now holding up play, holding for the last shot as the shot clock is off. Feborowski going straight to the rack and just missing, as it will be rebounded by Johansson and now pushed up by Paige Melton. Melton without any resistance, shot coming now from Berg and unable to go in. And 15-14 will be your first quarter score here at King Arena. And what a first quarter from these two teams. It swung both ways, Wheaton ending on a 10-2 run. I mean, that's just not what I've expected coming to after the first time out. Yeah,
this game, momentum-wise, is kind of turned on its head. The Vikings coming out with a lot of really good defense, and they were able to get to the free throw line, cause some turnovers. But after that timeout, Wheaton has kind of calmed down. They have been less anxious when they're breaking the press, and that's opened up a lot of really good opportunities. A lot of ladies in white playing exceptionally well right now, guarding and rebounding on the defensive end, and it's paid dividends. One thing to look at Augustana has not hit a three-point yet, a three-point shot yet. They are 0 for 4. Wheaton is 2 for 6. Both missed 4, but you would rather have 2 made than none at all. So we'll see if the shooting woes continue for Augustana. But regardless, I think that's where this game is going to be won. It's either going to be Wheaton's defense that prevails, or Augie's offense, and that's going to be the tail of the tape for tonight.
And both these teams shooting pretty poorly from the field, only 37 and 35%. As we look like we're about to get started once again here from King Arena. I'm Jacob Flom along here with Xavier Jones for your Wheaton College Thunder playing the Augustana Vikings in another CCIW matchup and a repeat from a week ago in a very close game in the first half that blew out on its head. That is going to be Kaylee Papes getting the offensive rebound, and Cadence Tatum looking to force the issue. Papes in the middle, unable to get the easy lay-in, and it will be going the other direction. Lily Schwinn, Feborowski, out to Annie Tate. Tate driving into the lane, unable to kick it out, and a great steal from Corey Whitlock as Cadence Tatum looks to force the issue once again. Carly Stone straight into Whitlock in the box, and a beautiful lay-in.
Yeah, even though that was a transition bucket, looked like it was easy, both of these teams are playing exceptionally well on the defensive end. We talked about the shooting percentages. These ladies are not getting easy shots all of the time. They're having to work exceptionally hard, and it's causing for the shooting percentages to be a little less than normal. But that's the CCIW for you. A lot of really good team defense and a lot of shooting percentages that are typically very low.
Third chance from Annie Tate, and that'll be a foul on the rebound. Not quite sure what they're calling, but it will be on Annie Tate. As Wheaton getting 3 opportunities there and making none of them. Really unfortunate run of events for this Thunder team. As if you keep getting those opportunities, you have to take them, and unfortunately Wheaton has not been able to do so far in this game, as it will be Cadence Tatum bringing it up the court.
Yeah, it's tough sledding down there inside for both of these clubs, but you got to be able to figure it out as there's an illegal screen there. You got to be able to figure out how to get those shots to go in. You get multiple opportunities, especially if you get 3 shots in one possession. You have to find a way to get it to fall.
After the push by Tatum, Wheaton quickly trying to get it forward. Martin over to Feborowski. Martin over to Feborowski once again, trying to move it quickly. Ball being kicked out now to the wing. Skip pass, and Schwinn off the front iron, and a great opportunity to rebound from Jenna Hunter, just unable to get on it, as it will be Cadence Tatum all over that ball once again. Tatum over to Berg. Well cross court pass to Carly Stone. Straight into the box, and it's gonna be Corey Whitlock just getting another easy bucket.
Yeah, Corey Whitlock doing a great job there of sealing out her defender from the top side. Wheaton is trying to deny the pass inside, so they're playing over top of the post players, but that leaves you vulnerable to the pass over top. And when help side on the baseline is not there, you give up typically some really, really good opportunities. That's what happened there.
As Annie Taylor has a little bit of butterfingers there, getting the nice break off the fingers of Whitlock, as that's another 3 from Feborowski. As we get a timeout, Augustana. I mean, this game keeps going back and forth, and not a whole lot of time has gone by. So many stoppages of plays, and both these teams just look like they just want to keep sprinting, and it's not going to stop.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that way, and that's the pace of the game. Each basketball game, each game in sports in general has its kind of own feel, and the feel right now is that this is going to be a long game where both teams are getting up and down the floor. But here's the good thing about this. We get to see a lot more action. We get to see a lot more possessions a lot more points being scored, a lot more opportunities for ladies to step up and do what they're supposed to do, and that's put points up on the board and keep points off. So it's going to be interesting to see. We might run the score up tonight here in King Arena, but a lot more defensive possessions. They're going to have to be able to sustain
the pace of the game.
Yes, they're going to have to sustain the pace of the game, and it's going to be interesting to see who kind of wears down first. This is a lot of running that these ladies are doing, so it's going to be interesting to see who's in better shape, who's in better conditioning.
And this game is clearly going to be a track meet, a distance race, if you will. As it's going to be Cadence Tatum taking it up once again, kicking it straight over to Emma Berg. Berg to Whitlock, top of the key, straight to the wing. Tatum getting right by her defender and straight into the lane, making it look easy on that baseline. As Cadence Tatum has been all over this score sheet tonight, has not missed a shot.
Yeah, she's been money, and Wheaton going to the zone on that last defensive possession. Usually a man-to-man type of team. They switched it up. Candace was able to make them pay, but also Kate Oliver knocking down the jumper there.
Kate Oliver making her man miss and getting a nice mid-range shot as the shot from the corner three is missed. Emma Berg, though, chasing down her own rebound into the box once again, and Whitlock. Beautiful turnaround jumper, just making it look easy in the post.
Whew, I mean, that was Kobe-esque. She turned around, no dribble.
Steal from Stone. Carly Stone over to Whitlock into the box once again, and there is Jenna Hunter.
Yeah, Jenna Hunter has had her fingerprints all over this game, even though she hasn't scored necessarily. Oh, I spoke too soon, and one.
Jenna Hunter running the length of the floor faster than anyone else and getting that beautiful inlet pass for the lay-in. And that was an easy shot, too, for the and one.
Yeah, it's about time. She's had something to show for all of the hard work that she's been putting in. She's been hitting the glass very, very hard. She's been getting in there, getting her hands dirty, and getting steals, doing everything possible that she can. That time she's able to finish through the contact and get the and one.
And the freshman makes the free throw, making it another three-point play for this Thunder team, and we are tied once again. Straight into Whitlock in the box, kick out three, and it goes. Carly Stone getting her first one of the night, as she finally is able to get one to go down her third attempt.
Yeah, there it is. Carly Stone, an amazing three-point shooter. She loves to be out there on the arc, and she gets that one to fall after shooting it quite a few times.
And Jenna Hunter once again getting the pass from Lily Cadeau. As Stone over to Papes, and Papes unable to get that one to fall. Lily Schwinn straight to the rack and unable to get the easy lay-in, had everything open up for her, and honestly, you don't expect that when you're going down into the lane like that. As Tatum will take it on the wing once again, and a wide open inside Corey Whitlock. And that's just not what you want, a lapse in defensive judgment from this Wheaton team.
Yeah, one of the things that you're taught from a very early age on the basketball, in the basketball world on the defensive end, is over-communicate. When you over-communicate, everybody knows where they're supposed to be, even if it feels like it's implied, so that when things like that happen, so things like that don't happen. As Lily Cadeau drilling the mid-range jumper.
Cadeau all over these last couple of possessions. Mid-range jumper, a steal, and here she goes once again. And there's going to be a charge. Cadence Tatum drawing her second one of the game. And if you're Cadence Tatum, you are playing this one perfectly. And that is as tight as you get.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, right above that forbidden arc, she's able to slide her feet, and you don't see that very much in the game of basketball now. Taking charges, taking the initiative to put your body on the line for the sake of getting a turnover on the other end. She's done it twice tonight. She's done a great job looks like she's a bit shaken up. Hopefully she's okay. But she has done a terrific job, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well. She's shown us twice that she's willing to put her body on the line.
And this is Midwest pound to the ground basketball. Just you have to get your nose in there and expect to get hit. And I mean, this physicality has given us a wonderful game so far. And honestly, I couldn't have asked for more.
I mean, that's exactly what you're going to get every single week, game in and game out here in the CCIW. We are one of the most physical conferences from top to bottom, and you see it there. Lily Caddo looking like she wants to just run through somebody on that last drive, but a lot of physicality, and you just don't want it any other way.
As here is Paige Melton in for Tatum, over to Whitlock. Whitlock inside. Johansson kicking out once again to Stone. At the top of the key once again, Melton. Melton dribbling around, going towards the baseline on the wing. Shot from Melton and off the backboard. And Lily Schwinn with the rebound heading the other direction. Kate Oliver, or correction, Alexis Martin. Kicking it over to Oliver. Skip pass to Martin. Martin driving in the lane and fouled on her way to the rack, and it will be 2 from the charity stripe. And this Wheaton team very good from the line, hoping to make those ones count.
Yeah, on the skip pass, when you're able to get a clean skip pass across the court, the help side is not able to get where it needs to be. And that time, it left a wide open lane for Martin to drive and pick up the foul. And this is a huge point in the game. You got 3 minutes left. You're trying to build some momentum, trying to get stops, trying to put points up. This is a huge, huge, huge opportunity for either of these teams to really go on a run and gain some momentum before going into halftime.
As Alexis Martin hitting both of them, making a nice clean trip. As nice skip pass down and straight down the baseline and getting her own rebound is Paige Melton. And they're going to be called a foul on Augustana on Paige Melton. An interesting call, as she definitely had right to that ball. As it will be Lily Schwinn getting this ball in. And Kate, Schwinn and Oliver taking it up the court. Augustana having stopped pressing in this game. An interesting choice that was working so well. As another 3 from Annie Tate, just keeping the scoring going as she now hits double figures already in this first half.
Yeah, just caught napping there on the three-point line. Reversed it from the shoulder of the three-point line to the top of the key. Annie Tate was ready to knock it down.
Bad pass from Beinborn, intercepted by Schwinn. And Annie Tate unable to get it there as Tate has another opportunity on the wing. Tate driving it into the center. And it's going to be a travel on the inside. Lily Caddo unable to get that pass out quick enough, as Wheaton was playing some pretty liquid basketball, just getting that going, but just a little hesitation on that pass.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you talk about working it around the horn, that was a really good possession for them. A lot of people, probably everyone on the court that was in a white jersey, touched the ball on that possession. They were moving it, whipping it around. Obviously didn't get a shot out of it, but that's what you want to see. If you're Wheaton, you want to move, get this Augie team running around, discombobulated out of the help side lanes so that you can create shot opportunities.
And back in comes Cadence Tatum to hopefully shore up this defense for Augustana, who for the last couple possessions when she was out was not doing so hot. As another 3 coming from Emma Bird, Cadence Tatum on the assist.
I mean, she is playing lights out right now. She has been the lifeline for the Vikings here early on in this first half. They've got to figure out a way to slow her down and just make life a little bit harder for her, because she's having her way at the moment.
Martin over to Oliver. Oliver heading down towards the baseline. And from the left side, it goes. Kate Oliver straight to the bucket. An incredible run into the basket as Cadence Tatum sending it the other direction and fouling on the way up. And will be coming two from the line for her.
Yeah, another good move by Tatum, but I mean, Kate Oliver down the baseline. Just a beautiful move, a great finish, locking in on the rim, finishing through contact, even though there was no foul called. There was still some contact there. Beautiful move by her.
And when you have two defenders on you, that is not an easy shot. To be able to have that focus, just drive it straight to the lane is incredible as Cadence Tatum misses the first one. And we'll get the second one to fall as now a 2-point game with just over 90 seconds left in this half. As Feborowski slows this one down, looking to get set for a really good play here for the Thunder. Oliver over to Martin. Martin to Mooney. Anna Mooney trying to find a pass. Kate Oliver dribbling around the top of the key. Feborowski. Martin with some space. Alexis Martin just sending the three a little too long, and it will be rebounded by Emma Berg. Straight out to Cadence Tatum, who is forcing the issue, but intercepted by Alexis Martin. Martin sending the other direction, left open at the top of the key, and it will be Oliver heading straight to the bucket once again, and it will be another charge taken by Tatum. And that is her third one taken of the game. Cadence Tatum, incredible in the baseline here.
Yeah, the first two were pretty convincing. I don't know about that one. It looked like she might have still been sliding, but a great way to sell it from number 13 in blue. And she picks up her third charge, just taking away shot opportunities from the Thunder right now.
And if those keep happening, if you're the Thunder team, you have to start worrying about fouls. It's becoming a kind of a problem if you're giving up that many fouls or turnovers on the offensive end as a tipped pass going all the way out to the right wing. Shot coming, and it will be missed off the front iron and out off the foot of Corey Whitlock. And with 28 seconds left in this half, the shot clock goes off, and Feborowski will take it for the Thunder to have the final possession of this half and look to go up, or go into the halftime up by 2 at least. Incredible run for this Thunder team. Feborowski mid-range jump shot and off the front iron, and that is what you don't want if you're this Thunder team, and it will be going the Wheaton way once again on the jump ball.
Yeah, kind of got bailed out there with the jump ball. You want to see your point guard hold that ball until about 10 seconds and then attack. You don't want to give up an opportunity for Augustana to go down and get a shot with a lot of time.
Feborowski throwing into Mooney. Feborowski trying to find some room. And the screen and a three-point shot. Air ball, rebound under the basket, and foul on the way up. Oh, they're going to call a travel. And Alexis Martin is not happy with that call, and she feels very hard done on that one.
Yeah, I didn't quite see it. It looked like she may have stuttered her feet just a tad, but the referee making the call there, and 5 seconds left, and Augie's got a shot.
And that's a tight call, but will be going into Cadence Tatum, and it will definitely be Tatum on this shot. Hesitation, three-point shot, and long. And it will go into half just like that. Your Wheaton College Thunder leading here at King Arena over the Augustana Vikings. I'm Jacob Fum, along here with Xavier Jones. We'll catch you from King Arena after the break.
Wheaton was definitely the best place, for me that I could have ever gone. I look back just making the decision to come to Wheaton. I'm so grateful, for everyone in that process who helped lead me to Wheaton. I feel like I've grown in just so many different ways, looking back to my freshman year, even just thinking about it now, to kind of where I am now, and really couldn't have asked for any better place to be. And honestly, again, that's a testament to all the people that I got to surround myself with every day here.
When I saw him play in high school, I came back and told Coach Banner, he clearly is talented enough, but he is so small.
Growing up as very short, skinny, kind of out-of-place point guard, I think that's really where you have to have a chip on your shoulder to know and go in that, I've put in the work and I deserve to be on the court here.
But to be honest, he wasn't the best player on his high school team, and then he wasn't the best player at Wheaton for 4 years. But honestly, very quickly into his first few practices, I could tell we had somebody pretty special. But he is, by all measure now, one of the all-time great players to ever put on a Wheaton jersey. But he's also going to be the type of young man that you can point back to and say, this is what a star player looks like, behaves like, and acts.
I think looking back early on in my career, I really was afraid to fail. And that's something that we talked about a lot, was throw all your dice out there, put all the chips out there. And don't be afraid to fail. And that's something that we kind of worked on together. And that's really what helped us gain trust. And for me, my past, 2-3 years, I was really able to play more free.
When you get a young man like Tyson, you realize you got something pretty special as a coach, because in a lot of ways, he became the leader of our team. And I just cheered a lot. He just became somebody who really embodies everything you want from a best player.
It's honestly such a great honor, and it's something that, I never really thought was on the table.
I do describe the Justice Trophy regularly as the Division III Heisman for men's basketball. It really is in many ways the most prestigious award that is given out in men's and women's basketball at the Division III level. It not only measures the basketball ability of the men and women at Division III basketball, but also the academic and service of those individuals. So it's a total award that really encompasses not only just the talent level, but really the most outstanding student athlete in our sport.
The initial feelings were just of gratitude and thankfulness to Wheaton, to Coach Shower, to Coach Panner, everybody who invested in me during this time.
I thought he was better than people probably perceived. The fact that he wasn't on any All-America lists, preseason lists, surprised me, given the career he had had to that point. And I think he kind of carried a little bit of that chip on his shoulder into this season and used that as motivation.
I'm not going to let anybody outwork me. I think that's really kind of where it comes from and stems from, is just wanting to win badly enough to where, you're willing to sacrifice.
One of the things I love about Tyson is he averaged over 5 rebounds a game, and he's not much taller than me. So he just simply was relentless to go rebound the basketball, and knew that given our personnel, that was going to be a potential area of weakness and that he needed to help us there. I honestly believe if I didn't show up for a week, Tyson would have made sure our team did exactly the same thing we did when I was there. And so his legacy will be brought up over and over and over again, whether I'm here or not, because he's going to be on the wall and that trophy's going to be downstairs. The academic reputation of the institution is so high that the students we get here are really self-motivated to do well academically. That matters to them. So they're typically pretty good students on our roster. And then because of their relationship to Jesus, there's a sense that we should serve others and try to model that as Jesus did.
Looking back on the Israel trip and Zimbabwe trip, those are two things, just looking back on my career, that I will never forget. The relationships that we built out there were just so incredible.
Go to the Holy Lands, we're going to do all those biblical sites and really study the Bible on that trip. And our trip to Zimbabwe, which Tyson also went on, we did clinics and did service projects, and we are going to visit the historical sites and do some fun stuff in addition to playing some games. But we're going to do it in a different context than most Division III basketball programs.
There's just so many incredible things about those trips. Makes the whole time at Wheaton, and specifically a Wheaton basketball player, just so special.
All he cared about was winning, and that just makes life easy for a coach. Because if your best player cares about that and your best player has his work ethic, it's hard for other people to come up with too many excuses. They sort of follow because he's just such a great leader.
They say the friends you make at college will be friends for life. We say the friends you make at Wheaton College will not only be lifelong, but life-changing. That's because Wheaton is a grace-filled, Christ-centered, fun community unlike any other. From talent shows to all-school communion, Christmas celebrations to hip-hop battles, you'll have opportunities every single day to express who you are and how you see the world, to lead, work, serve, and worship together, to define your convictions with peers and mentors who support and encourage you, and expect your friendships to last not only on campus, but throughout your life as part of a Wheaton family that spans the globe. This isn't just an educational experience. It's an unparalleled journey that you can only find at Wheaton.
When I first came to Wheaton, the ISP was one of the first offices I found. They helped me get settled in, from getting me a SIM card to taking me to the bank to open a bank account. They're very supportive of students whose families live overseas. From freshman year, I joined Mukapa, which is a club at Wheaton for third kosher kids, and we got together every Sunday to share a meal or have fun together, and it was a great place to find community. During my sophomore year, I started working with Mukapa as a publicity manager, and it was amazing to just see freshmen coming in and get settled at Wheaton and find community at Mukapa just as I did.
From psychology to business, health to history, Wheaton College offers 150 plus majors, minors, and concentrations, and 20 plus grad programs, all taught by world-class scholars who will mentor you, motivate you, and prepare you for the career you want. But the top-tier academic experience you'll find at Wheaton doesn't stop at career preparation. Here, we want you to think big picture. See the world through a Christ-centered point of view. Make connections between your faith and your interests and your studies. Pursue academic excellence, not at the risk of your faith, but for the sake of your faith. In the end, you'll have developed a vision for vocation and a passion for service, while strengthening your wisdom and character. That's what makes the Wheaton experience so profound and so long-lasting. It's a whole person preparation for your whole life's journey.
Humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, faithful believers. For Christ and his kingdom, Wheaton stands at the forefront of Christian liberal arts education. Here, we facilitate an unparalleled journey for our students, bringing together deep faith and intelligence to pursue their most ambitious callings. At Wheaton, reaching God-given potential is never accomplished alone. From coaches on the field to professors in the classroom, we come together to make space for students to wrestle with timeless questions and pursue biblically informed, thoughtful wisdom as they pursue academic, artistic, and athletic excellence. We are one of the nation's colleges that change lives, because that is exactly what we do. We live, work, serve, and worship together as an educational community centered on Jesus and reflecting the beautiful diversity of his kingdom. It's collaborative, immersive, Christ-centered. Our enduring model, with twin traditions of quality academics and deep faith, along with a faculty of Christian thought leaders and a staff of dedicated believers, allows us to champion the true essence of the Christian liberal arts educational experience, continuing the legacy lived out by iconic thinkers and evangelical luminaries around the globe. Wheaton integrates and connects disciplines through Christian thought, diverse peers, and contemporary global context. Here, adventurous thinkers and faithful believers come together to create a mosaic of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and hopes. It's a place of curiosity and conviction, a place to live out your values and pursue your ambitions. Except here, it's not only about what you can achieve. It's about who you can become. Living out our calling with heart and skill through Christ-centered leadership. At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. We call ourselves Thunder because, like thunder, the Wheaton Network is a force moving through him and for him to build the church and benefit society worldwide. Like rolling thunder, God's mighty voice calls us to be humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, and faithful believers for Christ and His kingdom.
Welcome back from the halftime break. I'm Jacob Fadma along here with Xavier Jones here for this CCIW conference matchup between your Wheaton College Thunder and the Augustana College Vikings. It is 33-31 to the good of Wheaton College. I mean, what do we see in that first half? It was a wild one.
Yeah, so a lot of contributors on the score sheet for Wheaton. 7 different scores. That's what you want to see. Not just coming from Annie Tate, but it's coming from a lot of different areas. A lot of girls contributing. Faborowski, Caddo, and Brady had their fingerprint on that first half for the Thunder. But for the Vikings, you need some more people to step up and score. You've got 2 ladies in double digits for you, commandeered by Candace Tatum. But you've got to be able to get some more going on the offensive end in some better ways. Also, your leading scorer in Beinborn only has 5 points, and she's had very limited shot opportunities. You've got to look for opportunities to get her going, to get her some more shots, because when she's going, this team can really rock.
And if you're Wheaton, you're thinking you're in a very similar situation to a week ago, and you have to just keep it in this first half as a shot goes up straight up for Augustana, and will be a turnover for this Thunder team. And
yeah,
he's got to stay in.
Yeah, only 7 points scored in their matchup last week in the third quarter for Wheaton when they played in Rock Island. So they're looking to change their ways here. Augie trying to repeat history in some sorts so they can lock down and get another victory.
And not to take focus away from this matchup, as it is a great one here at King Arena, away down in Bloomington at the Shirk Center. Wheaton College is leading Illinois Wesleyan 35-27 at half, and that is a top 25, very strong Wesleyan team. As we get a 3-point from Beinborn in the corner, rebounded by Tatum, who is all over this game, and then rebounded once again by Annie Tate, and it will be going the way of the Thunder as Anna Mooney sprints over to the other end. Schwinn back out to Jenna Hunter, and Hunter, you have to notice her performance in this game. She had a 2-minute stretch in the first half as Feborowski misses the layup going to the rack, and we get another travel, this time on Cadence Tatum. You have to notice the really important play down the stretch by Jenna Hunter, where she had an incredible 2-minute stretch of a couple steals, a couple big plays, and a few great shots. So if we can keep that going in this game and the spread of points, as this ball goes to the block at Anna Mooney, who's pass to Schwinn goes over. Feborowski getting it through the legs of Schwinn as Schwinn goes in once again. Jenna Hunter on the wing. Hunter kick out to Schwinn. Schwinn mid-range jumper, air ball. Mooney under the basket and under the basket lay in. As Hunter looks like she got rocked.
Yeah,
hold your jaw a little bit.
Just going back to Jenna Hunter, she has been the answer. We talked about it early on in the broadcast at the beginning of the game that rebounding was going to be a particular thing when it came to Wheaton being successful in this game. Not only has she rebounded, but she has gotten even craftier with getting steals after Augie has gained some rebounds and really picking off passes. She's been playing terrific tonight.
Rebound coming from Papes as she gets the easy putback lay-in. And Feborowski with the one to take it up the court once again. Feborowski over to Schwinn. Wheaton able to run their plays now. Anna Mooney over to Tate. Tate skip pass over to Hunter. Hunter screen for Feborowski. Feborowski to the rack and unable to get the layup to go. And it will be going the other direction now. Cadence Tatum just quickly driving. Beinborn over to Carly Stone, and Stone gets the triple to fall. And the Augustana Vikings will lead once again.
Yeah, Carly Stone had an opportunity earlier near the top of the key. This time she slides down to the corner and is able to bury it.
Feborowski over to Tate. Stone all over Tate right now. Tate driving in towards the basket. Kick out to Mooney. Mooney into Hunter. Hunter working that block well. Back up and quick turnaround. And she is still a perfect 3 for 3 tonight. As Beinborn mishandles the pass, and Anna Mooney will take it. Feborowski forcing the issue. Sprinting up court, back to Mooney. Mooney driving into the bucket and in. A massive couple runs down the court for the Thunder. And this lead now balloons to 3.
Yeah, just a veteran move there in transition. Anna Mooney looking like she wanted to take that 3, but stays composed, pump fakes, gets her feet under her, and drives to the basket and gets a high percentage shot.
Ball going out of bounds off the foot of Jenna Hunter as Carly Stone drives once again. And both teams making substitutions. It will be Augustana taking it on the baseline. Who will be taking the throw in? It looks like it will be coming from Emma Berg, who just subbed in. Berg into Johansson. Johansson over to Whitlock. Emma Berg on the top of the three-point line into Johansson. Johansson misses the layup, and Whitlock gets the rebound, but looks like she fell awkwardly in pain here. As the shot clock wasn't reset, and there is confusion over this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like the Vikings were completely unaware of the shot clock and what happened. I'm not quite sure what would have made them think that, you know, it restarted. I'm not sure if they, I don't have the recollection right now to remember if there was a shot that was put up and that could have reset it, but regardless, empty possession for the Vikings.
My only thought is going off the foot of Jenna Hunter, they thought it was a turnover on Wheaton, and that would reset the clock. And Anna Mooney gets another 3 to fall, doubling this Wheaton lead.
I mean, Payal, that is absolute nylon. She's a few steps off of the three-point line there, but still gets it to go in. And my goodness, just like that, it's a 6-point lead, and Wheaton's got a lot of momentum.
Beinborn out to Tatum. Cadence Tatum to try to get this game. Air ball that three. And this game looks like it might get out of hand. Anna Mooney straight to the basket and blocked on the inside by Whitlock. And after falling awkwardly, she sprinting back was great. Annie Tate with a block as well. This is a defensive masterclass from both of these teams. And if, like I said, if Augustana isn't careful, this could quickly turn into a barn burner. As Feborowski into Tate in the box, and she will be fouled. Holding on to that ball, and she will be going, or it looks like it will be taking a timeout for this Wheaton team. 30 seconds.
Yeah, Corey Whitlock just getting caught for a reach in there, but I mean, my goodness, that's how you want to come out and start second half, when a week ago you didn't do such a great job coming out of the break. This team, as you can see there, we've got the Wheaton's men's game up in the top right corner there. Our boys up by 5, but as we take a look at this game here in King Arena, that's the start that you want as we look here, just to try to build momentum. This game of basketball is all about a game of runs, and Wheaton coming out and doing a great job of that. Jacob, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Wheaton coming out on a 7-0 run. They only scored 7 points in the third quarter a week ago. So it's a complete 180. You've done exactly what you needed to start this one out. And as we still have the men's game up, as that game goes to a quick stoppage in play, Nick Chiavello, the leading scorer over there, but with points coming from everywhere. Richardson and Sock and Kyle Nebbs all lighting up that score sheet, trying to keep the lead for this Thunder team. As we get going back here at King Arena, Feborowski into Rachel Brady. Back to Feborowski. Feborowski for 3. And if that one would have fallen, this place might have gone wild. And it's going to be Kate Oliver. Oliver driving into the box. Passing on the outside, swinging all the way to Oliver. Oliver on the left side, driving in and unable to get the layup to go. And it will be going the other direction. Tatum all the way up to Beinborn. Beinborn layup, no good. And it will be quickly going the other direction for the Thunder. Oliver hold up play over to Feborowski. Annie Tate not taking the 3, taking the mid-range jump shot, and just going off the right side of the rim. And this game's starting to slow down a little bit. Cadence Tatum just getting it up to Stone, who's perfectly willing to sit on that 3-point arc. Tatum skip past to Stone. Stone driving in and mid-range jumper and in. And that's exactly what you want to be doing if you're Augustana, just getting 2 points, chipping away. If you can do that every trip down the floor, you stand a very good chance of getting something out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Carly Stone, known for her 3-point shooting. That time she puts the ball on the floor, gets her momentum going down, and then pulls up a beautiful shot, and that was all money.
And Kate Oliver so close once again, just unable to get a few of her shots to fall, missing her last 3, and this entire game has been scoreless. Or correction, has only had the 2-point by Stone for the last 3 minutes. It has been a little bit of a drier game so far over these last couple minutes as we go straight to the rack once again. Tatum, offensive rebound. Tatum once again, and air balls and taken by Kate Oliver. And neither team able to take the lid off the basket as Beinborn with the steal. Beinborn and Oliver one-on-one. And they're going to call that a blocking foul, and Kate Oliver's going to want that one back. And she's going to feel like that was definitely should have been a charge.
Yeah, Macy Beinborn moving in with some pace, but you see as she enters the 3-point line, she kind of slows up. And that gave her the ability to be able to evade the charge and get around it, but still draw the contact to take the blocking foul. three-point play. And one of the things that people don't really talk about is how to kill momentum. And one of those ways to do that is missing shots. You see out of the break, they had some good looks, Wheaton did, but had some shots where they missed, and just like that, it's a one-point game, and it feels like the air in the arena kind of deflated just a little bit right when we were about to get hot.
Right, this Wheaton team was just about to blow this one wide open, and all of a sudden it is back to a one-point game, and that is the beauty of basketball. If you can stop a run, you can just instantly come back in this, as Kate Oliver goes straight to the line after an athletic play, missing the first one, as she'll look to make this second free throw from the stripe. And this is where this game's to be won or lost. It's a very physical game, a lot of fouls called as this second one goes. And if you're this Wheaton team, that's your only miss of the game so far. You just gotta hope that it stays that way in order to stay ahead in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Gotta be able to find a way to continue to get great shots, get to the free throw line, and dictate the game at your own pace.
As Carly Stone trying to get it in, unable to, as it's intercepted. Annie Tate mid-range J, and it sinks in.
Beautiful. We've seen it a lot throughout this entire game. When you're able to get steals and get out in transition in 2-on-1, 3-on-2 situations, good things happen. Annie Tate with a great decision there, and then some defensive prowess there to turn it over. And this is how runs start.
And Alexis Martin all over Bindborn on that one, and you can see she was excited and fired up after that one. We'll see if she gives herself a heat check on this drive. It's Feborowski into Rachel Brady. Brady kicking out once again. Feborowski trying to find her some room. Kick out pass, and it's gonna be Alexis Martin once again. Alexis Martin. That's her first field goal of the game, and that's a dagger from three.
I mean, she's been working at it all night. She's got a few looks as there's a foul underneath. She's been trying to get that three-pointer to fall all night. She's got a few chances, and that time, smooth like butter, baby. She was able to get her feet set, follow through. That was nothing but money.
I think they called out on Feborowski for pushing through the screen, but honestly, what do you expect her to do in that moment? There really wasn't that much of a push. It's a very chippy call for how physical this game has been. As the ball goes out once again, Carly Stone, Bindborn from three. Stone with the offensive rebound, shot once again, and air ball barely stayed in, and then correction, the ref will call that out of bounds on Linnea Johansson on the baseline. Or correction, that'll be Carly Whitlock on the baseline. As Feborowski will take this one up the court, 30 seconds left in this period. Feborowski, open mid-range shot and in.
Yeah, she's been working all night trying to get those shots to fall, find some mid-range real estate there, and knocks that one down off the screen.
Bindborn trying to catch the Wheaton defense, napping and misses it. Final seconds in the period. Kate Oliver, turnaround jumper, and it goes! And that is an 11-point lead on an 8-0 run to end the period. You cannot ask for anything better from this Wheaton team to close out the period.
I mean, talk about smoother than butter. The clock running down, you know, as a player, you know, that kind of gets in your head, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta shoot. But she stays composed, gets to her spot, and makes a beautiful play, and that's exactly what you want to see. It's just been, especially on the latter half, we started out hot. There was some back and forth. They cut the lead to 1. The Vikings cut the lead to 1, and then we just roar and explode to get back out to build a double-digit lead. And right now, if you're in the huddle for Wheaton, you got to say, we got to keep the throttle down. We cannot let them get back in this game because the Vikings are very capable of it. Byborn with some cleaner looks. At some point, she's going to get them to fall, and they've got to be able to defend and take great shots, not just good ones, so that they can sustain this lead and come out with a victory.
For those of you just joining us here at King Arena, I'm Jacob Fatma, along here with Xavier Jones to watch the finish of this amazing CCIW matchup between your Wheaton College Thunder and the Augustana College Vikings. As you just saw on your screens about a couple moments ago, it is still a tight one in Bloomington. Wheaton playing very closely up one on a highly ranked Wesleyan team. So if you can, get both games on your screen. It's going to be an instant classic for both of them tonight. And you can tell this one is not over yet. Beinborn's only 3 for 10, and she has been all season Augustana's best player. If she can get any of these to fall, she's gonna get it hot quick, and this game will be just as close. As now it's gonna be Kate Oliver, really the catalyst of that final 10-0 run in that third quarter, taking the ball up. As it's gonna be Feborowski in the paint. Feborowski kick out to Brady. Feborowski once again. Feborowski running this offense right now and blocked, but it will be out for a throw in 3 seconds left on the shot clock. This will have to be a pass in and a shot. As Kate Oliver will take the throw in and tipped out and out of bounds. 1 second on the clock now. It's gonna be the pass in and a quick shot here for this Thunder team. Kate Oliver taking it once again. As Feborowski takes a pivot on it, just not quite, I think they weren't just quite aware of the overall game situation, just needing to get the shot off quick.
Yeah, for sure, and that can be confusing sometimes, especially when the opposing team makes contact with the basketball. You don't know if they are going to reset the shot clock. It just depends on definitely the referee's judgment. But yeah, it's a tough way to go.
Defensive rebound by Annie Tate, her 8th of the game. As Annie Tate taking it straight to the basket. Beautiful run down to the paint. Just somehow getting lost, able to move and weave through the defense. That's gonna be Carly Stone on the 3-point arc. Stone and Tate all over each other on the defensive ends. And a skip pass will somehow really just end up in the hands of Stone there. Tatum kicking it to the right side. Beinborn with Oliver all over her. And they're gonna call a foul on Oliver for, I believe, for hand checking, but maybe a reach. She's just a little too close.
Yeah, just some incidental contact there. A little ticky-tacky, but this Wheaton team has stepped up and answered the bell. Early on in the game, the Vikings were able to get the ball inside, do what they wanted. Candace Tatum with a lot of dribble drives. They were getting to the free throw line a lot. Because Wheaton was out of position and they were forced to foul, they have been doing an exceptional job. Obviously a really tough bucket there, a really good one by number 21, Callie Pepez, but they have stepped up defensively here in this second half, and it showed. They've got an 11-point lead.
And Papes getting the first score for this Augustana team in 4 minutes. I mean, that is a long drought in a game as short as these. That's 10% of the game you just didn't get a point. And so beautiful bucket. Just hopefully for this Augustana team, they're able to use that to get something going, as Feborowski will be taking the inbound here for Wheaton. 20 seconds on the clock. Alexis Martin. Skip pass out to Feborowski. Feborowski on the wing. And going off the backside of the rim. It will be going towards the Vikings now. Tatum out to Stone. Stone driving, kick out to Tatum. Tatum at the mid-range, pass out to Emma Berg. Berg unable to do anything, and it'll be Macy Beinhorn. Beinhorn getting into Papes. Papes kick out to a wide open Emma Berg, who misses, and Rachel Brady with the rebound. Feborowski over to Martin. Martin to Feborowski once again. And Feborowski stepping up to the call as point guard of this team right now. Making all the right decisions. Kate Oliver. Oliver with a step through and shot, and it will be off the front of the rim. If that one would have fallen, it would have been insane, as Feborowski, off the beautiful defense of Alexis Martin, will take it. And Alexis Martin has been all over the defensive end of this game. By far player for this Thunder team down there. And Alexis Martin fouled on the way to the bucket, and she will get 2 shots from the line. As this Wheaton team looking to make those count.
Yeah, beautiful move. Kate Oliver actually cut through, and Candace Tatum was in pretty good position, but instead of taking the charge like she did earlier, she reached in and drew the foul.
As that first bucket falls, Wheaton down now in Bloomington by 3 points. I hope you are have the opportunity to watch both games, because these are both going to be great ones down the stretch. 13-point game here at King Arena, and off the leg of Rachel Brady, and it will be a kickball violation, and it will be a throw-in for Augustana. Into Tatum. Tatum out to the wing, Beinhorn. Beinhorn just completely stripped there. Alexis Martin, incredible work. Out once again to Hunter. Hunter! Making it known once again that she is ready and able. Kick out to Beinhorn, missing from the 3-point arc. And a rebound by Oliver, and that's exactly what you want. Alexis Martin. Martin driving and open and foul on the way to the bucket once again. She will be heading to the line. And I would love to know, Jenna Hunter has 9 points on 4 for 4 shooting and 1 for 1 from the line. She is perfect for the night. When she shoots, it has gone in. Hope this isn't commentator's curse, but she has played lights out when she had the opportunity.
Yeah, she absolutely has. A beautiful move just a possession ago. Driving to the lane, using the quickness to get to the rim and cut through the defense. And Alexis Martin, 2 for 2 from the line there. Just like that, it's a 17-point game. This game has just been flipped up on its head. Very close contest in the first half, but give credit to the Thunder. They have came out and done their part. They have defended, forced tough shots, and then they've gotten out on the transition, and they've knocked down their shots as well.
As shot goes down, I believe from Carly Stone. Augustana will not go away just absolutely quietly. And both these teams in a heat of a very close, conference battle. Once you get into the middle of these conferences, it is very important to get these tight, these tight and tough games. And just in order to get really good conference positioning. Home court matters in these, in these sort of settings, and especially when you tourney time, your fan base will carry you. So any win is going to be absolutely necessary for these teams. And Wheaton looking very much up to the challenge at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, in the CCIW, we're turning the corner now. It's every game matters. Not that any prior to this game didn't, but it just means that much more now. Wheaton trying to find their legs and trying to find their way in, and Augustana trying to climb up to the top. There she is at it again, Hunter.
And Jenna Hunter trying to show that she is the next man up. She is looking like she's trying to fill in the Annie Tate role to be the next star of this team. As kicks out to Beinhorn. Beinhorn trying to get the lay-in and will be fouled on the way to the basket on the baseline.
And that's another thing to note. Beinhorn still struggling from the field. The shooting woes for this Augie team here in King Arena have continued. It was kind of a battle early on in the game, but they still were able to convert on some shots. Now they are 4 from 19 from three-point arc, only 21% from beyond the three. And that's kind of been the story of the game. Wheaton has still continued to stay hot, get high percentage shots, knock down free throws when they've been awarded them. And Augie just has not been able to get stops, and they haven't shot particularly well in comparison to the Thunder.
And if you look on your screens at the moment, we have the Wesleyan and Wheaton College game away in Bloomington. And Wheaton needing to make it happen on these next couple possessions is starting to slip away as they were up heading into half. And you can see Chavella taking up the court there, just trying to make it happen. But here at King Arena, I mean, like I was saying, Jenna Hunter, the freshman, I mean, this is a team graduating 2 stars, Caroline Sicking and Annie Tate. Annie Tate, an All-American, and Caroline Sicking making her case for it this year. I mean, both these players are graduating next year. And, you know, depending on 5th years, we might get Caroline back, might not, but Jenna Hunter looks like she is trying to put herself forward as the one to fill that void. And it's, you know, fascinating this game where, you know, we really only have Annie Tate. We are missing both Sicking and Richardson, that she is filling in that forward role. You don't see that very often from, you know, younger players, that she is playing gritty and playing tough as she's, you know, doing her part down there.
Yeah, she stepped up in a big way, and so have a lot of these other players. We talk about Richardson, we talk about Tate, we talk about Sicking, we talk about Kate Oliver quite a bit, and there's a lot of ladies on this team that can get in there and get it done, and they've showed that tonight, that they're not just Annie Tate and some supporters, but they are a good team from top to bottom. They have played exceptionally well, they've rebounded really well, and they've shut down their opponent here tonight.
And like you were saying, this is a very young team with a couple of, you know, graduating stars, and so the future is bright for this team. You have some players that are looking to fill that role, and that's always important to have. If you have, you know, those players that will fill in and be able to, you know, do what they have to do, you're going to succeed. And this future for this team does look bright as they are up 16 at the moment. As it will be Augustana getting the throw in on the turnover. Emma Berg quickly getting it in to Cadence Tatum. Tatum, electric in that first half, has been very quiet since halftime as it goes out to Tatum once again. Into the box, and the kick out pass goes wrong. Taken by Emma Berg. Berg trying to pass it in, but intercepted by Annie Tate and Kate Oliver.
Yeah, this second half has been plagued by turnovers for Augie. They have turned the ball over left and right. Give credit to Wheaton. They've gotten in the passing lanes, tipped the basketball, and anticipated some things that have caused Augustana to turn the ball over.
And Feborowski foul on the way to the basket. And like you said, turnover is the name of the game. Both teams have a lot of them. 19 for Augustana and 15 for Wheaton. But it's what you do with them. Wheaton has been able to absolutely push, drive, and get those, you know, those fast break points when able. Those points off turnovers are massive in games like these. And unfortunately for Augustana's shooting so far, it's just been not quite there. They're only shooting 20% from 3 and 35% from the field. It's just when the shots aren't falling, it becomes much harder to win games. As Beinborn going to the basket, and once again it's not falling. Feborowski pushing it once again. That's a 3-on-1. Oh my gosh! And missed. Alexis Martin gonna be kicking herself as she misses the play, the defensive play, but it doesn't matter as Tatum misses the wide open bucket. And those 3-on-1s, it's okay to miss them every once in a while, just really unfortunate when you do.
Well, you don't want to miss those. It's such a rare opportunity. And yes, you can live with them when you're up 17, but you want to be able to take advantage of all of those opportunities that you get.
And Annie Tate trying her luck out from 3 and going off the back of the iron as Cadence Tatum trying to get a skip pass all the way into the lower box to Whitlock, just unable to go, going a little bit long.
Yeah, over the past few minutes, we're starting to see a little bit more of that high-paced basketball start to kind of ramp up over the first few minutes of the fourth quarter. We saw more slower possessions, and obvious foul there. Faborowski was trying to back cut Carly Stone in the way, but starting to see some more high-paced basketball. Augie going back to the zone pressure, to zone full court pressure. So we'll see if we get some up and down here in the last 2.5 minutes of this ball game.
And if you're Augustana, you have to wonder, why did you go away from the high-pace, high-pressure play? Because I mean, that was clearly what was the best. You got the best results from. I know Tatum was getting rocked and getting physical. It's getting physically pushed a lot early, but that was where you were best in the game. So it's just an interesting call, and it's been a complete flip from a week ago. Like quite literally the exact opposite story, as this Wheaton team now up by 19 points, but it is the largest lead of the game.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about the press earlier in the broadcast. Augustana is doing that to try to turn them over. And Wheaton, after the first few minutes, after the first few possessions, they were able to calm down. Like we said, we talked about it. They were able to get good shots. They were able to get the ball down the court and catch Augustana napping in the defensive zone, and that's why they had to come out of it. And ever since then, they've kind of been playing away from their identity. Augie wants to speed people up. Augie wants to get Candace Tatum out in transition and have Carly Stone and have Bindborn shooting threes in transition. That's what they want to do. But since they were not able to turn Wheaton over, they had to get out of it so that they wouldn't be vulnerable anymore. And when you do that and you kind of take away a team from their brand, from what they like to do, it kind of puts them in a tough position to be able to go out there and to win basketball games.
And if results hold as we think they might in these last 2.5 minutes, don't want to bring the commentator's curse, because it is possible. Wheaton looking like they might be able to scrape their first win against Augustana since February 9th, 2022. It's only a 3-game skid, but it's been a while since you experienced victory over this team. And when you're in conference, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any conference win, no matter where the other team is in the conference or where you are in the rankings, it's always good to get a conference win. They don't come easy. You got to really fight for it. There's no easy win, no matter where you are, no matter who you're playing up against. So,
as Ashley Lane getting her first few minutes of the game, missing that pretty open mid-range shot. And if just in case you're keeping an eye on the men's game as well, that one's starting to get away from them as it's 11 points with 3 minutes to go. I would recommend you watch the close of this one and the close of that one. You should be able to get a chance to watch both at least.
Yeah, for sure. And the curtain call here is evident in King Arena. The starters coming out of this game, and they have played a terrific basketball game as there's a steal there.
Steal and foul on the way to the basket. I mean, and you might not get a chance to watch both of these games. You're watching this one. If we keep getting fouls like this, if that's going to be Tesoro, Mariola Tesoro going to the line. I believe that foul on Petra Trumbach. As they are all getting their first minutes of the game. As Aiton unable to get consistent possession of that ball, as it will be turned over. And Augustana looking like they're going to try to make something happen with their backups in, as it's going to be Fryer over getting it to the right wing, and it's going to be another foul going to the basket for Tesoro, as she will head to the line once again with 94 seconds remaining in this one.
Yeah, she's in attack mode there and driving the baseline. Rachel Brady not there to step over. When you force the person with the ball down the baseline, you have to have help side, and then you have to have backside rotation to take the help side's person away. That didn't happen there, and Mariola had just a free lane to the cup.
Next time you can see this Wheaton women's team play will be away in Bloomington in a week from now. One of their few mid-season breaks. Those come very rarely in the conference basketball season, but they'll gladly take the rest as they will be away in Bloomington. And if you're in this Augustana team, I believe you'll see them next. And I don't have that on me readily, but I will get that for you where you can watch them next for the fans from Rock Island as we get a 3-point attempt from Jones on the right side. And it's going to be offensive rebound to Soro with 60 seconds to go. Ball still bouncing around on the inside. Shot with 2 seconds left on the clock. And Wheaton pushing the ball up with their last possession of the game. And it looks like they will get up to the top. And Lily Schwinn over to Idas, who will get a shot and a foul. And that should just about do it here from King Arena. And for Augustana as well. Actually, both these teams heading to see number 11, Illinois Wesleyan, on the women's side, as their next games on Saturday and on Wednesday, respectively, for each of these teams. Both in a very heated, or all these teams in a very heated battle for home court in any of these conference games, and Wheaton will be very happy to have the help with a win tonight as they move ahead of Carthage for at least hope, trying to get closer to North Central for one of these at-home playoff games early in the conference tournament.
Yeah, for sure, but if you're both of these teams, you got to take it one game at a time. It's very easy to look at the standings and look at the rankings and see where other people are ranking up, trying to anticipate who's going to beat who, but all you've got to think about is your next game that's coming up and be in the moment and pull through on those, see if you can string a few together, and then just let the cards fall in the end.
And that'll do it here from King Arena. Your Wheaton College Thunder win 67-49 over the Augustana College Vikings, led by Annie Tate. And Jenna Hunter. Brilliant, and actually Alyssa Feborowski as well, also sneaking 11 in there under my nose. Just great games all around from this Wheaton team. I mean, what do we see tonight?
I mean, it was a battle, and Wheaton was able to overcome some shooting woes that they've been battling with. But with two starters out, they were able to find a way, and Augie just couldn't get the lid off of the rim tonight. But thank you again for joining us from King Arena. As always, roll, roll, roll Thunder. So long from the Palace. We'll see you next time.